Go ahead and call the meeting to order. We have a few changes to the agenda.
Item 14, surplus equipment, and number 15, more purchase.
Entertain a motion to approve the amended agenda. So motion by Allison, second by Chad. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And then approval of the minutes from the 3/11/2021 meeting. Any questions, comments, changes?
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
So motion by Allison.
Second.
And a second by Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And the treasurer's report. Any questions or comments about that?
Move to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
There's a motion by Allison. And a second by Josh. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And invoices. Any questions? Are there any that?
On the second run, there's some larger ones there that I noted. We did reimburse Claflin Rec Commission for taxes, $5,000. We also had Graduation Alliance for $109,000 this month. We also had the sprinkler system that's completed for $19,950, and then spatial ed. So we have the flow-through money, which comes from the state, flows right out, back out to the co-op at $67,000. Then our assessment amount we had to pay was $197,000. So we had two co-op, about $250,000, $260,000 that went to the co-op out of that. So.
Any other questions?
I move to approve the invoices as presented.
There's a motion by Allison.
Second.
And a second from Kayla. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And reconciliation, the cash balance report is on there for the review.
Everything balanced and reconciled with the treasurer's report in the bank.
And visitors.
There's no public phone.
And then the senior trip.
You have that schedule attached.
Does it have to have any educational
What's that?
item in it at all? There's the page.
I don't believe the last year or this year I've seen that. Just,
So I know like when my son graduated, it did. So I was just kind of curious why it changed.
some educational.
They had to go to a museum. They had to do something that was somewhat educational.
I haven't seen it since I've been here. I don't know the past history. They did last year. I know that I saw.
But not our policies for field trips, which is kind of what this says it does. But I know in the handbook, it
They
doesn't.
don't call this a field trip. They actually.
No.
it's actually
Yeah,
a
and that's why I wasn't sure, because it's like, it's a school sponsored, I take it.
I would say they probably started this
Supervised.
process as an alternative to an unstructured skip day. It probably was an unstructured skip day at one time. And
Since we've consolidated, 328 did have a policy that it had to be educational, so much of it had to be education. 354 never did. During consolidation, that never became a requirement of the senior trip. Senior trip used to be, I don't know, there was an amount that it had, you could be gone for a week. Any of the things. It's kind of been pared down in one day. You have to leave and return within the same 24 hours.
so basically, it's a reduction of senior trip from a longer period down to one.
Senior trip that's been pared down to a one-day senior trip, basically. They have to leave and return in the same 24-hour day.
Because when my son graduated in 2017, they had to have some sort of education.
I believe Wilson did,
Yeah.
to be honest. When Wilson had a one-day trip, they would make sure that they would go to a library or go someplace that was educational. But we have never had that since we had the senior trip. Used to be overnight, 3 or 4 days. We got rid of all of that and just did a one day.
I move to approve the senior skip day as presented.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. Do they pay for this out of
Yes.
Yeah.
School district provides the vehicle, they pay for the gas, the drivers.
Any other questions?
No, but I have a comment. I think it would be nice to have students present these going forward. You know, they're wanting them. I think they should have to kind of maybe come and ask for them. I know it's been that way before, and it's kind of, last couple of years, I've seen it go away from that. I just think it would be nice. I think it'd be good for the students, if nothing else, to give them opportunity to speak in front of public and having to request something instead of just kind of giving it to.
My FFA chapters have requested. I've never seen I guess I haven't seen a record of or senior trip. I haven't seen. I have my FFA. Both my FFA organizations have come.
Right, yeah, I would hope any organization that, you know, like this, that wanted to go on a trip or needed a board approval would come and present themselves and ask. I think it should be encouraged. It's mandatory, of course, but it should be encouraged.
Okay, we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor of approval of the senior skip day, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. Maximum enrollment numbers.
So that information per state statute before May 1st of each year, we have to recommend to the board the projected enrollment, and the number of open seats available for non-resident students. By June 1 of each year, the district will publish on its website at a minimum the number of students expected to attend the district next school year and the number of open seats available to non-resident students. So on the first table, table 1-2 is our current student enrollment by grade, which is the total is 406, and that's for Wilson Elementary, Central Plains Elementary, Central Plains Junior High, High School, and Lakeside Learning. Those four. Our current enrollment. Two things you want to see. You don't see preschool because that's a non-funded. Preschool is only funded through at-risk money, grants. They're not funded in the formula, and you don't see Graduation Alliance, which is over 19. So neither one of those are involved with this projection. The next two pages are historical student enrollment for all four of those locations. 2021, 21-22, 22-23, and 23-24. Shows you what the enrollment's been the last 4 years. Got it this year. Previous 3 to this year. Under other enrollment considerations, talks about the district will maintain a student-teacher ratio that maximizes the learning while remaining fiscally responsible. Additionally, the district must maintain appropriate physical space to effectively and efficiently educate students. Physical spaces may include but not limited to classrooms, hallways, commons areas, dining, playground, and parking, and offices. District goals for the appropriate student enrollment range for each district school is outlined in the table 1-3. So recommended capacities on table 1-3 for Wilson Elementary, Central Plains Elementary, Central Plains Junior High, High School, and LLC. LLC is cumulative. I never tried to break that up. I just put 60 kids max. The ratio varies. Wilson is straight across 20. One section, try to keep 20 to 1. Central Plains Elementary is higher than that in a couple classes. First grade and fifth grade, not broken up. That's one class of 24, one class of 21, with the other being split into 2 sections. What's unique on the junior high, high school is 8th graders are not divided. Again, that's a one class type situation due to teachers. The rest of them are kind of high school is a little bit different because of content area and what you can take for kids. That's kind of our goal for student-teacher ratio. On the next page, projections and capacities, table 1-7, enrollment projections. Again, it shows the enrollment for next year at both at Wilson Elementary, Central Plains Elementary, Central Plains, put the wrong initials in there, change that one. LLC. $60 seats for it. Basically, this is the previous year of moving everybody up to the next grade. It kind of shows where we were at. The table 1-8 non-resident student enrollment capacity. Using the chart off of 1.3, basically, and also the projected enrollment. This tells you how many non-resident students that we could take per grade in each of those buildings.
Can you explain to me again why 8th grade is next year is only one
What's
class?
that?
You said 8th grade is one class, or
Yes.
they don't go to different classes?
For next year, 8th graders will be,
Next year's 8th grade will be one class.
right,
So they don't go to a separate English or math or anything like
No.
that, but 7th grade does?
7th grade will be 2 sessions. There'll be 2 groups of 7th graders, 1 group of 8th graders. Like this year, there's 2 groups of 8th grade and 1 group of 7th grade.
But they'll still go to different classrooms. I think that's what she's.
Yeah, they go to different classrooms. They're not self-contained.
they have 1 English, 1 math, 1 science, 1 social
So
studies.
just all 21 will be together.
They'll never be divided up. We'll have 21 in English, they'll go to math, there'll be 21.
So there won't be 7th and 8th graders together in class,
No,
right?
right,
Okay.
no.
Not in junior.
That class has never been split, I
Okay.
believe. Have they?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you kept that cap at 21 then?
Yeah,
Instead of going to
so there's
31?
21 in every class that they have, next year we'll have 21 there. Whereas the 7th graders,
The only class that there won't be is the intro to ag, or intro to technology and intro to home ec, whatever it's called.
CTE intro classes.
CTE introductory courses, and they'll split, because they're on a semester.
One a semester apiece, so half will be taking this, half will be taking that, and then the semester they're gonna flip. That's a CTE class. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 classes that I see 0 non-district students. The rest of them are all ones that have.
On the ones that have 0, if our enrollment projection, say we lose a student, do you have the ability to fill that seat?
You can always accept non-resident students.
So to say, kind of to go off that, say all the students from Wilson decide to come back next year, what happens to those numbers? Because they'll be well above your,
You're in district, it doesn't matter.
but so your out of district won't change even though the class sizes will go up?
It'll change. We won't. So, again, we publish this and it's projected. The lottery would be nice. I will tell you, we're just starting pre-enrollment. We don't know. We kind of based a little bit of this on pre-enrollment. But if they would go up, hopefully we'd know that prior to us doing the drawing, like in July, whatever that is.
So say with the in-district, you max is 31, do you change the 31 or do you, for grade?
Yeah. So it would be a whole different ballgame. You have to reorganize.
Is there a deadline for non-district and,
Yes.
I mean, district schools or district kids?
Give it a check.
Yeah. So, non-resident enrollment applications, if they exceed the building program or grade level, we have to hold a lottery between July 1 and July 15.
Okay, I see.
If they don't exceed, so between July 1 and July 15, if that would happen, those adjustments would have to be made between July 1st and July 15th.
But the districts, the in-district kids don't have to put in an application.
Nope. And even,
Kinda won't
even
go
the
till
out of
August.
district, even the non-district kids that are attending this year, they do not either.
So come August and you have all these enrollments and you did your lottery drawing, what happens?
They're full.
So you had to tell your lottery, sorry, but no.
That would happen, you'd have to make adjustments. If you've already accepted them, I would say you're probably gonna have to figure out how to educate them. I'd like to recommend that we would adopt table 1.7 and 1.8 in this report, put it up to our website.
Does that have to be posted?
That's on the website.
I would make that motion.
Motion by Allison and second by Josh. Do you know, Mr. Lowry, are there any districts that are changing their enrollment time because of these dates and stuff?
A lot of people have pre-enrollment, you know. We're in a unique situation, I guess, on a what if students return to the district. I mean, not too many districts will face that. But for the most important, you look at pre-enrollment, you kind of have an idea. You could have a small jump maybe at the start of enrollment. You're a little bit kind of think about that when you put those numbers in there. I mean, you'll see a huge increase usually. You might see a few. We're going to see some leave too. I mean, we know that right now. We kind of have an idea of some students that may be leaving us, and we also know that we might be picking up students. But that happens every year. Actually, that happens continuously throughout the year. We lose engaged students every month.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Are there any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of publishing the tables as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 10, summer school.
You see the proposed summer school. Mrs. Ozier put this together for Central Plains Elementary. Wilson will have two teachers and one teacher's aide, 2 weeks, same pay scale within that. We're still determining the timeline for that to be. It's usually in July, 2 weeks in July. This is through ESSER 3 funds to pay for this year.
You said 2 teachers on for Wilson. That's fine.
That would be a max. We have the turnout wasn't really good last year, so it's a
I move to approve the summer school at Central Plains Elementary and Wilson Elementary for the 2024 summer as presented.
There's a motion by Allison and a second by Josh. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. Item number 11, the KASB membership renewal.
Yeah, that membership renewal in front of you is a decrease of $146 from last year. We also participated in the legal assistance fund through KSAB. There's no increase in cost of this from last year.
I move to approve the KASB membership along with the legal assistance fund in the amount of $11,611.39 for the 2024-2025 school year.
Motion from Allison. And a second from Josh. Any questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And the 2024-25 school calendar.
This calendar is basically a mirror of what we did this year, except for parent-teacher conferences, where both of them are on Mondays, which isn't the best solution, but because of activities on Thursday night, we had to move it. So to compensate for that, we put in a work day on that Friday, and then we also deleted the work day prior to the 8 hours of parent-teacher conferences. In the past, teachers have come in the morning and then had parent-teachers from 1 to 8. So we deleted that half a work day prior to that to help on that situation. So the Monday parent-teacher conference is probably the change.
I'll move to approve the calendar as presented for 24-25 school year.
Second. Motion by Josh and a second by Allison. Any questions, comments? This doesn't necessarily correlate with printing of the activities calendars, does it?
I'm thinking, you saw that email about that, are we changing that to include one?
I'm okay with that going to one calendar. There's really no need, in my opinion.
I don't think we need to put either.
We'll probably just make a 112 activities calendar, put it all on one.
I've had someone suggest that we maybe reduce the amount that we do anyway, don't necessarily mail them out, but maybe just have them available to pick up at the office or.
So many people use the electronic version anyway. Once a month, probably don't need to make quite as many as what we did. I don't know what we made. I think we made less this year than we did last year.
I don't know the managers.
I'm sure we reduced that amount this year, actually.
There was a motion by Josh and a second by Allison. So all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. Now there's a donation, an anonymous donation to help offset the cost of the FFA trip to Washington, D.C. I would move that we approve that donation.
Second.
All those those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And surplus equipment.
We have 8 violins at the Wilson Elementary that were donated by the Merrill Family Foundation. These violins have not been used for several years, and I've talked to Mr. Shipley, and I don't see them being used in the future. I do have a request to return them to use at another school. I'm recommending that we return these violins to the Merrill Family Foundation to be put to use.
I'll move to return the surplus violence to the Merrill Family Foundation.
Motion by Kayla, and second from Allison. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. And item number 15, the mower purchase.
We kind of look at our mower situation, which we've got a 1995 diesel Hustler out here, about 4,000 on it. Very difficult to repair, no parts. The price that we're looking at a 72-inch grasshopper with trade-in at $14,900. Be a little bit more efficient than what we're doing now. That 1995 one. It give us 2 grasshoppers, one with a catcher and one without. The 72 without would be out in the open. The 60, I think it's a 60, will have a baggers for the front yard football fields.
Did you get competitive bids for this or just one?
What's that?
Did you get competitive bids for this or just one?
No, I did not. I just went to, we got one from Bob's Service, where it's under 20. I didn't have to bid it out. Do we have any place in the district that sells mowers that I know of? That's kind of, when I kind of look at, unless I have to go get bids, a lot of times, unless if we got multiple people out in the district, like when we get carpet bids, I'll do 2 there that I have in district. I couldn't think of anybody else in district, and I don't know. For a 72-inch grasshopper, I think it's pretty competitive.
Where did we get our other one? Do we know?
What's that?
Where did
Another grasshopper?
Did we get a Bob's too?
And we also have those at Wilson and Hollywood.
I'll make the motion to approve the purchase of the 72-inch grasshopper mower from Bob's Service at the cost of $14,900. I'll second.
There's a motion from Chad and a second from Josh. That was
You'll abstain.
there's not really anything.
Did everybody vote?
No,
Oh, sorry.
I was just.
Gotcha, I understand.
There's a motion from Chad and a second from Josh, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. So motion passes 5-0.
Mr. President, I move that the board go into executive session pursuant to the Kansas Open Meeting Act to discuss non-elected personnel for the topic of certified staff, classified staff, supplementals to protect the privacy of the individuals to be discussed with Mr. Lowry and Mr. Sherman present, and return to open session in this room at 25 minutes. 7 o'clock.
So motion from Josh, second from Allison, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign, motion passes 6-0. back in open session.
I move to approve the classified staff as presented.
I'll second.
There's a motion by Allison and a second by Josh. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0.
I move to approve Evan Foltz as technology assistant.
Second.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0.
I move to approve certified staff as presented.
Second.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0.
I move to approve Deb Kimball as sixth grade teacher for the 2024-2025 school year.
Second.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0.
I move to approve Carly Liebel for CPHS fax for the 2024-2025 school year.
Second.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0.
I move to approve the supplemental list for the 2024-2025 school year as presented.
Second.
Motion by Allison and a second by Josh. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. Item number 17, the administrative reports.
Cash balances match our reconciliation report. You're currently taking the state assessments, got a couple more weeks on those. We had our 3-year-old roundup, right now planning on 18, did get a phone call today, so that changed to 19 to add another one. Began our calendar raffle last week, we'll go to the end of the month, we made $8,730 on that, so pretty great. We did go outside for the solar eclipse, the kids sent their glasses, and they would go out various times so they could see as it moved across, and some of the classes had them drawing it as what they saw, so it was pretty, we thought it would get darker, so I think they were a little disappointed that it didn't get darker, but it was still fun for them. The 10th, the Cosmosphere will be out for a robot program for our 1st and 2nd grade classes. This Friday, we've been invited to go to Sterling College to watch a play that they're putting on called Into the Woods, so we'll load up 4 buses and head over there. The 15th, we have our peer review in Salina for our KISA process, the accreditation process. And our 3- and 4-year-olds are going to take a field trip over to the wetlands. The Cosmosphere will come back out on the 17th for 3rd and 4th grades. The 24th, the 6th grade, will go to Ellsworth Safety Program. They've been invited to that. They went last year, and it was a very good program. And then the 26th, they'll head to Clara Barton Hospital, where we've been invited quite a few years now to see a lot of neat things there, too. On the 2nd, we'll have our art show and music program. The 3rd, heading to Rolling Hills, the 3rd graders. On May 6th, we'll bring the 6th graders over here to the junior high for orientation. May 7th, there's a William Allen White field trip. The kids earn this, and this is sponsored by Miranda Stelwell. She sponsors and pays for it. It's a challenge for them to read so many of the books, and they get a reward trip to the alley. And May 8th, 5th grade will go to the Cosmosphere. The 9th, 4th grade to Hayes. And then Mrs. Robinson is putting together a career day on May 10th. So we'll have various people in our community hopefully be able to be outside in our parking lot. If not, we'll move it into the gym. And then already began work on next year's schedule as well as staffing. So, any questions? Thank you.
Our bank statements, we had all of our, matched all of our books. State assessment, as Ms. Ogier said, has begun. Supposed to be ended by April 19th. Spring sports have begun. High school track has 31, 16 boys and 15 girls. Junior high track has 38, 21 girls, 17 boys. Tennis has 10, softball 6, baseball 3. On the 25th, we had the 112 Honors Banquet. We had 7 of our seniors were recognized. Thought it went really well. Davis Laughlin was our speaker, did an exceptional job. Forensics participated in the CPL meet in Ellenwood. The results I put on the second page. They did well, because most of them are novice or first-year people, so they did really well. Regional music was held on 4/6. I put that in our, or uploaded it. I don't know if you got it today. If you saw it. I just uploaded the results today. But everybody that went was part of the group, at least they got a 1, which means they all go to state, which is pretty awesome. They did really well. We had a saxophone quartet get a 1, saxophone solo 1, flute solo 2, vocal solo 2, vocal ensemble 2, ladies vocals ensemble 1, and mixed group ensemble 1. Everybody will be going to state in Heston on the 26th. Pretty excited. Prom and after prom are this weekend. The Bartley Vortex Art Show was last week, I believe, and the results are on the second page as well. We got a best in show, first place in sculpture, second place in painting, first place in drawing, first place in drawing grayscale, first place in drawing color, and one of our students' picture was chosen for the front page of the program. So pretty impressed with that. They've done some phenomenal things. They also will go to the FHSU art show on the 17th, and then CPL art is on the 24th. Seniors will be going to Wichita for their skip day on the 17th. 8-man powerlifting is the 20th here at CPHS. If you haven't signed up to help, I know a guy. Call. Community scholarships. The interviews will be here on the 21st. That NHS inductions on the 22nd. Music program, junior high and high school music program will be on the 26th in the auditorium. State music, as I said, will be on the 27th in Heston. May 1st is the community's cleanup, cookout, and talent show, and other activities. So if you have anything that needs cleaned up or picked up, not you know, I saw that look. Let Mrs. Weber know, and we'll get you on the list. High school awards night, May 6th is the sixth grade orientation, starting at 9. High school awards night on May the 8th, seniors last day May the 9th, graduation the 12th. Holy cow, junior high awards ceremony and promotion on the 15th, and the 17th is the last day of school. It's way too fast. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Wilson Elementary, pretty short with spring break and Easter being this past month. Not a lot of activities. We did hold our 3-year-old preschool roundup on March 25th. We're currently finishing up state assessments, and we just have a few finish up. Our students didn't have classes today, and they were out to the solar eclipse off and on from about 12:30 to 1:40. Also a reminder, April the 29th will be the spring concert, art show, and the Hall of Fame induction in Wilson at 6 o'clock. That's all the same. Questions? Superintendent, our HVAC that we started over spring break, basically most of the outside work, there is some more, they got the conduit ran, but the wiring, they won't do that because they have to shut all the power off to the building to hook that in. And then also when the units themselves come in, which they're thinking probably closer to July, that those will go up on top. They may work on the other portions of the weight room also before that. As Jane said, we'll have the peer review, April 15th at Smoky Hill. I believe we have 4 people going to that. And then the May 2nd is our check-in. And again, both of these, KSD check-in, both of those are accreditation process. Again, we're still accepting applications for the open board position 2. Applications are available at Wilson Elementary or the district office. At this time, Mrs. Ozier, would you come up here? I wanted to present this to Mrs. Ozier, and also we'll be presenting this to the staff Friday, 1:30. This is the Challenge Award of Merit to the Central Elementary High School. It says school. It kind of had this.
It should say Central Plains.
Yeah, it should say.
Elementary School. It's
They got this.
Central Elementary.
Yeah, it says Central Elementary School at Hollywood. Central Plains USD 112 is awarded the 2023 Certificate of Merit for Outstanding Achievement and Uncommon Accomplishment based on Kansas math and reading assessment results and other qualifying factors. Signed by G.A. BOE, Chairman, Confidence in Kansas Public Education Task Force. Trying to go and present that to the staff and students for their hard work Friday. And then the last thing I have is Mr. Holmes and I reviewed the professional development plan with the state. It's been about a 2-year process. Hopefully that'll be ready for the board to approve in the next 2 months. If they get it completed and they approve it, if we don't have too many changes from the state. So hopefully we'll get that done and that's right. And had Mr. Murphy set in on that meeting along with our admin last month. We can go Wednesday.
Are there any board member reports? Any open agenda items? Did you happen to find out anything or get a hold of that gentleman?
So, on that trap shooting, a couple of things. I will tell you, the Russell one got started with the school district, but they've gone away from the school district because of the rules and regs. They kind of have a youth club. They went down as far as 6th grade this year. They do about 35 kids. It does take about $19,000 worth of ammo for that 35 kids if you do spring and fall shoots plus a few competitions. I've got some names. Pheasants Forever Support as their sponsor for that. You have to complete all the hunter safety regs. They charge an entry fee for every student. They got to pay. They got to have their own guns. They go to the Lasorda shooting range out south of Russell. I do not know if there's a shooting range in the area. We talked about that a little bit. I don't know. I think out of college, when they out at the camp Aldridge, I think they just put a temporary one when they do that shoot. So you do have to have. There are some requirements. You got to have a trap house. You have to have 5 squares to stand on. There are some requirements on the shooting range. So I don't know. I do have some names. There was a new one built at Gorham. It's still not very close.
Do you know where Ellsworth is going?
No.
They have a shooting range.
Do they have a shooting range in Ellsworth?
Yeah, it's just on the
Outside
west side.
Ellsworth, about 2 miles west.
2 miles west. So he said to make sure that contact the Kansas Clay Target Organization, and you just have to be affiliated with a high school so you can register. But they just found that the ranks with the school make it kind of difficult to run. And they also cover the insurance for your shooters. A lot of them. So, I don't know if there's, and they have volunteer coaches. All of them volunteer. They have one coach per 5 shooters. And they shoot on Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday scoring day, Tuesday's practice. I'm just telling you what they do at Russell. So, I think we probably ought to do a survey to see what kind of interest in our kids. So I think we'll probably do a survey to see what kind of interest in them go from there.
And you said season-wise is from when to when, or is
They have
it
fall and spring.
spring?
2 sessions. I don't know how many weeks that is. They don't go. They usually go to Hayes and they go to State at Hutchinson.
Okay.
But they do charge a little bit more entry fee, so they show up and practice, not just. They have their own guns.
Any other questions? Okay, items for next month's agenda.
That's for 3 personnel negotiations for sure next month.
I can't think of anything else. I didn't look at it. I didn't go over to the next one.
Did we know, I know the, grant opened the back up in April for them. Do we know when y'all move forward for the daycare in Burton County?
They haven't opened the grants yet. In fact, I'm waiting to Patterson family to open those grants back up.
Wasn't it sometime in April?
Yes, for daycare. They have one for CTE. I have another piece of equipment I'm going to write it for. Then we did the professional development. I got to look to see if we need to expand that for teachers to get licensed. So, kind of, they just haven't opened those up yet.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion by Allison, second by Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes 6-0. Thank you, everybody.